What is going on, ladies and gentlemen of the Sinnoh League Masters channel and other places? Hopefully I've attracted a couple of you to this, but this is a video about a Sinnoh League Masters overused tier tournament that I am starting personally because I feel that Sinnoh League Masters, we need to do a couple things, get our name out there, and hopefully you all are interested in doing that. And so yeah, jumping right into it, this is a overused tournament indeed. I'm just going to real quick run through the banned Pokemon. Arceus, all forms of Arceus are banned. Darkrai's banned. All forms of Deoxys, even Deoxys Defense, I am sorry, it is banned in this tournament. Dialga, Garchomp, Giratina, both forms, just in case. Groudon, Ho-Oh, Kyogre, both alternate forms of Kyurem, Kyurem White and Kyurem Black. Regular Kyurem is fine, but Kyurem White or Kyurem Black is not allowed. Lugia, Manaphy, Mewtwo, Palkia, Rayquaza, Reshiram, Shaman Skyform, Thundurus, Zekrom, any Therian form, and any Create a Pokemon specifically from the Smogon sets as used on Showdown. So anyway, just a few conditions for this. Condition number 1 is each Pokemon must have a different first typing. Secondary is open to whatever you would like to do. So for instance, Scizor is Bug Steel. So Scizor would be the bug type on your team. As many things as you want can have Steel, as long as their first typing is different for every single member of your team. That is the main rule of this tournament. 2. Any weather is allowed, but the abilities Sandrush, Chlorophyll, and Swift Swim are not allowed on any Pokemon, regardless of if you're running Clear Skies or a weather. Those 3 abilities cannot be used in this tournament. I am sorry that they make things very powerful. For instance, Chlorophyll Venusaur in the sun is a very dangerous threat, but no, you just, please, do not use them this battle. This tournament, that is the rules, and I didn't want to make it Clear Skies, and this is how I'm going to make it work. Number 3, Blaziken and Excadrill are allowed, but they must pertain to the other rules. Excadrill cannot have Sandrush. Look at rule number 2. And for rule number 3, for Blaziken, other banned abilities in Pokemon. Shadow Tag and Chandelure. You cannot run a Chandelure with Shadow Tag. Speed Boost Blaziken. You can't run Speed Boost Blaziken. And you can't run Shadow Tag Gothitelle. As well as any member of their evolutionary chains. That includes Torchic, Combuskin, Lampent, Litwick, Gothita, and Gothorita. I do not want anyone trying to mess with these rules. They cannot be used in this tournament. Any other unreleased Dream World ability, however, is allowed as long as it doesn't break the rule in Rule 4. These rules are going to be up on a site. I'm going to be linking that in the description. It is up on the Sinnoh League Masters site itself. I will link that in the description. You guys will be able to go and read these yourselves, but I just kind of wanted to walk through these, explain them myself so that when you're reading them, you understand what I'm talking about. Number 5 is no Garchomp. I put Garchomp up in the banned Pokemon as well as in Rule number 5 by itself. Specifically because people think Blaziken and Excadrill being allowed, well, Garchomp's going to be allowed. No, I don't want to ban Sandveil because I think Sandslash with Sandveil is very good, and I really don't want to ban Sandveil, especially if I ban both Sandrush and Sandveil. Sandslash can't be used at all. So Garchomp is remaining Ubers for this tournament. You cannot use it, unfortunately. And number 6, just a rehashing of the Therian forms are banned from this tournament. However, moves from Black 2 and White 2 move tutors are allowed. That's the thing. You can use any Black 2, White 2 move tutor move. This is not a Black 1, White 1 tournament. You can use any moves, any abilities that they would normally get from move tutors and from Black, White, and Black 2, White 2. Any Dream World ability as well, as long as, A, they get the ability legally, B, they get the move legally, and C, it still pertains to Rule 4 and Rule 2. Okay, that's the 6 main rules. To go into clauses, it's Species Clause. You can't have more than one of a certain Pokemon on your team. You can't run 6 Scissors. As much as I would like to say run 6 Scissors, you cannot run 6 Scissors. Sleep Clause. If one Pokemon gets put to sleep, you cannot put another one to sleep, else you forfeit the battle. Self-KO Clause. I put that on here specifically because I know some people, I don't know, but if you use Explosion and you take out your opponent's other Pokemon as well as you faint, your opponent would get the win. The person who used the self-KO move to end a battle is unfortunately the loser. I'm sorry to say, if you're running Explosion on something and you do manage to net the last kill of the game, it is not a tie. you would lose that battle. OHKO clause, you cannot use any OHKOing move, including and not limited to Sheer Force, Fissure, and Horn Drill. Please stay away from them. Do not use them. And I don't want to see no crap with that. No Mind Reader, Sheer Cold, Articuno, though that would really be awesome. And last but not least, Freeze Clause. Now, what I'm doing with Freeze Clause is a little bit different. You're going to have to listen to this. Freeze Clause. If you freeze one Pokemon on a team with a move, that is fine. You're allowed to do that. You can freeze one Pokemon. If it dethaws, you can freeze another one. That's fine, since there is no move that will automatically freeze something. If you get 2 freezes on something, if, for instance, you frozen one of someone's Pokemon, and then they switched out and you froze whatever they did again, you cannot use that move. You must use non-attacking moves, not directed at yourself. You can't, for instance, Recover Stall or Toxic Stall or anything like that. Play must stop. You must find a way to stop play, no matter what it will be, until your opponent has dethawed. If that is the second Pokemon you have frozen. The first one you can do whatever you want. If that is the second Pokemon you have frozen, play must pause until they have dethawed. You cannot get free hits, you cannot get free setup, you cannot get free recovery, you cannot get free toxic damage. I don't know. You must switch if you can. If you cannot switch, if for instance your last Pokemon is, let's say, a Scarf Genesect, and you lock yourself in on Ice Beam and you accidentally freeze 2 Pokemon, I'm gonna go with you don't forfeit the match, but it's an immediate replay. You and your opponent decide, yes, we have to stop this. I've just frozen 2 things. Due to the rules, we must redo this battle. It sounds stupid, but it's the best way I can do Freeze Clause, because I do not want people complaining, yeah, like 3 things got frozen and I couldn't do anything. He set up like 6 sword stances. This is the way. If 1 thing is frozen, you can set up. If 2 things are frozen, play must pause until they have thawed. Okay, now that I've done that, just quick description and regulations with this. The plan with this tournament is to see how well people can adapt their battling styles to a variety of typings and situations. As I said, please, every single Pokemon in your team must have a different initial typing. Each round of the tournament will have 4 days to complete. After I post the brackets, you have 4 days to find your opponent, talk with them, figure out what you're going to do, have your battles, and then report back to me as to what the outcome was. 4 days. New rounds will be announced on the SLM channel on a weekly basis. Please stay tuned with this channel if you are planning on doing this. And as well as the next bracket will be posted as soon as I can possibly have them up. Both will also be on the SLM site. The link will be in the description for that. I'm just going to keep posting in that topic. You can have a team of 9 Pokemon that you switch between, and each match is a best 2 out of 3 battles bout. Not all 9 Pokemon have to be different. For an example, I'm using Scissor again. You can have a Subroost Bulky Scissor and a Choice Banded Scissor as 2 of your 9 allowed Pokemon, but they cannot be on the same team together since they violate both Species Clause and Rule 1. So, basically, you have 9 Pokemon. You use 6 in a battle, but you have 9 that you can pull from. As long as you do not break Rule 1, Species Clause, any of the rules with the Pokemon that you're using, it's fine with me. You can switch out however much you want, and since the battles are 2 out of 3, I highly recommend that in your second match you switch up a couple things depending on your opponent's style, what kind of things they're doing, and that's how I'm going to make it. Best 2 out of 3, and yeah. Each battle will be a Wi-Fi battle, which means you allow team preview before. This is pretty much for Pokemon Online. Showdown does it, and Wi-Fi battles do it themselves. And item clause is not in effect. Just a reminder if people are wondering about that, since so many clauses are up. Regarding questions, you can PM me on Skype, which is thedarkun45. I'll put the name in the description, or on YouTube, which is also me, thedarkun45, or you can PM Sinnoh League Masters channel. That's fine as well. For anything whatsoever, any questions, any comments, anything like that. If your opponent requests a clarification of abilities, which is only of Sand, Swift Swim, Sand Rush, Chlorophyll, Shadow, Tag, and Speed Boost, please comply immediately and offer verification that you are not breaking the rules. So if someone sees a Blaziken and they're like, is that Speed Boost? You have to say, no, it is not. I'm not breaking the rules. And if it, any proven broken rules will result in an immediate disqualification from the tournament. So, if you do run Speed Boost Blaziken and your opponent sees that you have Speed Boost Blaziken, he is obligated to report that to me. I will check to make sure that you did indeed have, you know, everything set up. I will talk with you, I'll talk with him, and I don't want any rule breaking. And these are set up just in case, but I don't want to have to use these. After each best of 3, this is very important, both entrants must PM me, Skype or YouTube the outcome of the matches or risk disqualification. If no result is heard from one or both of the entrants, the parties will be considered a forfeit. So if you do not tell me what happens, you do not get the win. Even if you won, if you do not tell me the outcome, I must kick you. If you have won and your opponent has not told me the outcome, they will be disqualified. I don't want people getting raged and just saying, you know what, we both have to report in, but screw you, man, I don't like that. You can just tell him whatever you want. I'm not going to report in. I will ban you, unfortunately. I don't want any flaming, no nothing out of this crap. Individuals who did not abide by these rules or fabricate the truth, if someone's lying, I will find out about it. They will also be considered forfeiting. I would not like to utilize these rules, as I would like to run this tournament completely by the honor code, and as such, any infractions will be taken care of swiftly and with judgment. I will not mess around. My Arceus Rock is ready to go. I don't care if you quad resist this shit, it's at +6. This judgment will be swift, it will be merciless, and you will be going down, unfortunately. I don't want to do it, but if there is rule breaking in this tournament, I have no option. I cannot stress this enough. This is supposed to be fun. Please do not make it a nightmare for me to go through, and do not make it a nightmare for your opponents. Do not use illegal shit. Do not use anything like that. Individuals who do not supply information before the beginning of the last day in which you must PM me, you will be reminded via Skype or YouTube PM, depending on what you contacted me with, that you must provide the outcome within 24 hours. I have to hear back from you what happened, and I will remind you at the beginning of the last day that, hey, you really have to get those into me, otherwise I've got to kick you. I will remind you of that, and I will take it upon myself to remind you of that, but please get these things into me as soon as you possibly can. Another rule, really, not really a rule, just a regulation. You are responsible for contacting your own opponent. I'm not supposed to contact both of you and say, hey, by the way, here's your opponent, go at it. I'm supposed to tell you, here's your opponent, you go. You guys do your thing, come back to me later. If contact is not established before the beginning of the 4th day, send me a PM so I can resolve the matter. If they haven't been contacting you, if they've been away, if you haven't heard anything from them but you've been sending them repeated PMs, emails, whatever, let me know and I'll figure out what happened and go from there. Again, honor code, please do not try and fabricate anything for me. It's really not nice to your opponents, it's not nice to the other people in the tournament. And this is just supposed to be a fun tournament, and you know, it should be a lot of fun. All entrants must also submit their 9 Pokemon to be used. Names only. Sets are not necessary, and you can register for the tournament without submitting your 9 Pokemon. However, the tournament will not start until all teams have been prepared and submitted. So, I know I said that a little bit fast. When you register to me, which you will be doing, you PM me on Skype or YouTube, and just contact me, say, hey, yeah, I'm interested, and I'll jot your name down. But I do need to hear from you after that as to what your 9 Pokemon will be. I don't want to know sets, I don't want to know abilities, unless of course you're running, you know, Swift Swim, something like that. If you're running one of the Pokemon that could have a banned ability, tell me what the ability is as well. If you're running Chandelure, Flash Fire, Flame Body. I'm not going to use this information against you. I am not in this tournament, I'm just running it, and I'm going to have my hands full as it is. So, you have to get me your 9 Pokemon before then, so I can know that if you're using a Pokemon that wasn't on your 9, I do unfortunately have to kick you as well. You can only use the 9 Pokemon. I don't want to hear something, yeah, the first battle went really well. I did lose by a very small margin, but then on the second battle, his Haxorus really just set up on my face and swept through everything. And then I look under your name and see that you don't have a Haxorus listed as one of your 9. I have no choice. Just letting you guys know. Give me those 9. And I will not start the tournament until I've heard back from everyone as to what their 9 is. I won't give out the information to my friends, to my allies, to people who... to people who will ask me for their opponent's team. I will not tell you, and you'll get that information when you start battling them. I will not let anyone know. I will not abuse that power. That is specifically so I know that you're not breaking the rules, and if you refuse to comply, I can't trust you, unfortunately. I would like to trust all of you. That is why I'm, having this send me your 9, because I'd like to trust you. I'd like to know that I can. And as long as you say, no, I don't want to send you that crap, I can't trust you, and I can't have you in the tournament. This tournament the size will depend on the interest rating. Hopefully it'll start soon as well. But other than that, last thing really on here, feel free to send links or replays containing videos for the SLM channel and my personal viewing pleasure. I especially love battles containing lower tiered Pokemon, just for your information. But if you'd like to narrate a battle and send it into SLM, we'll put it up. Say, this was from our tournament. People had a lot of fun. And other than that, I might just throw up a couple on my own personal channel. Some stuff that I found really interesting and some really good battles. But yeah, information for registration will be in the description, as will the link for the SLM topic for rules and regulations. And there you can read everything that I've just read to you. This is all on a notepad I'm reading from my computer. But I hope you enjoyed the random pictures in the background. All credit goes to me just randomly looking up shit on Google Images, as well as a couple things that I had in the back of my pocket from Tumblr and other places like Facebook. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys later. PM me, any kind of stuff like that. And yeah, like, comment, sub, tell your friends, tell anyone you know that could possibly be interested in about this. Tell your parents if they're into that kind of thing. But we're looking to get a lot of entrants, we're looking to get a lot of participation, and it should be fun times. We're still not sure what the present for the winner will be. I do have a modest event Keldeo, if anyone would like that. We did get its secret sword, so it doesn't have any EVs. I'm not sure what the IVs are, but it is a modest event Keldeo if you would like it. We'll figure out something for the winner, but that's one of the things I'm bouncing around with in my head. But anyway, until the next time that I see you guys, hopefully the next upload that happens is that, hey, by the way, here's the first round. So yeah, until then, I will see you guys later. PM me, contact me, get everything coming into me, and just start registering. Tell your friends. I'll be advertising on both Pokemon Showdown and Pokemon Online. Hopefully a lot of the SLM members will be as well. Cough, 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 cough. And yeah, so until then, I will see you guys later. I've been doing this outro for way too long, but I did have a lot of information to go into. Again, read over if you're not comfortable with that, and until the next time, I will see you guys later. Bye! Last thing, I swear. By the way, just a quick reminder, I swear, this is the last thing. I'm gonna shut up after this. But it's on Pokemon Online and Pokemon Showdown. You have to be able to use at least both of those. Talk with your opponent as to where you guys would like to have it. You can even have it on a Wi-Fi dial if you would like, as long as both of you agree where you would like to have it and that you have the Pokemon that you want. Feel free to go crazy. Have it wherever you would like, but you have to have it on Pokemon Online and Pokemon Showdown. This is open to anyone, not just Wi-Fi people. So yeah, anyway, that's it.